Welcome, welcome, welcome to Rapid Reviews Radio, episode 12, the first episode of 2020, the new year. And I am your co-host, Kylie Wild, and I'm joined by Pete Beckett,
hello,
as usual, and a very special guest, Jin, aka Lady Sugar Cube, who is from the Caffeinated Bantercast.
Hello.
She is joining us today. We're very happy to have her. Yeah. So, how's everyone been since we've been on our break?
You take it away, Jen.
Okay. First of all, thank you for inviting me. I'm happy to finally be here.
It's only taken 3 months.
Yes, and yeah, you broken me. No.
I do that, you know. I eventually dig deep under the skin and get in there somehow.
Yeah,
yeah. We'll see if I have to block you after this episode.
I'm fully expecting it, to be honest.
Yeah, you had it coming. No.
Oh, of course. You just won't hear so much about Phoenix Wright from me.
Yeah, I was just about. I just keep you around because of Phoenix Wright. So
that's why most people keep me around.
See? So you're getting used by that.
I am.
But on a serious note, I'm doing fine. Again, thank you for having me. This is just for fun.
Yeah.
We like each other.
Of course. You're more than welcome.
Good vibes, stay positive, and something like that.
Yeah. So how's all your Christmases and New Year's?
It was good. It was exhausting.
Yeah.
It was merry. It was a lot. But I really do like Christmas, to be honest, and the time of the year, even though it can be pretty stressful. And but I'm looking forward to it every time. And I do like December, even though I'm a summer person, still. I really do like it, and I had been a little bit spoiled by my mother when it comes to Switch games.
Of course.
So, yay!
That's good, at least.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
How about
So,
you, Kylie?
It was interesting. I obviously buy my own Christmas presents, and I bought myself a set of armor, so...
Very nice.
Oh.
Yeah, which I've talked about before, and it's up on the Twitter. But I splurged and spoiled myself.
It was incredible, to be fair. I looked at it and I went, "That's nice. That's really cool."
I got my foam sword in so that I can take it to conventions and stuff, because they don't let you have metal weapons when you cosplay.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because it's
true.
dangerous. So I have the foam version of Oathkeeper from Game of Thrones, and I love it.
Oh.
Have you at least sprayed it silver to make it look like it's...
Yeah, because it's a little bit too bright. The blade is.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do a metallic paint on it.
Awesome.
But yeah, I'm real excited. I'm excited to show it off next year. It's too cold right now.
Surely the armor
my Texas blood is. Huh?
Wouldn't the armor keep you warm though?
No.
Oh.
No.
Well, that's disappointing.
It is shivering just thinking about it. No.
Oh yeah,
my
it's metal
Texas
in the
blood
cold
doesn't.
weather.
Yeah. Well, it's actually leather, but it's cold.
Yeah.
It's cold, but that's mostly due to me being from Texas. So.
Yeah, you still haven't acclimatized.
Yeah, I haven't been warm in about 6 months. I'm sitting in front of the heater like nonstop now, just
so you can at least get that 40-degree heat.
Exactly. It's like, what is this? This is not right.
Yeah, well,
I'm confused.
I definitely got a small slice of that in Vegas last year at 43-degree desert heat. That is crazy.
Wow. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and Las Vegas isn't that far from Texas because it's Nevada.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, true.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's true.
That's cool.
But how about we dive right into the news?
Yeah, absolutely. I love diving in. We're
yes.
We
Speaking of water and heat.
Exactly.
Yes. So we'll start off with probably the shortest news category of this week was the fact that Grand Theft Auto 5 has been added to Game Pass.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
It's one of our games of the decade, made it on.
Yeah. I'm actually quite pleased about this.
Me too. Especially because I didn't tell you this before our recording, but I have decided to go Xbox All Access.
Yay!
So I've got an Xbox One X coming my way tomorrow.
Oh, that's so good.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm celebrating spending stupid amounts of money on a console after the new year. Brilliant.
Yeah. But at least you're doing it the wise way, because you can trade it in for Scarlet, can't you? Or you get
through the Xbox All Access through Smith's Toys in the UK. They actually allow for an upgrade after 12 months, but included in the package as well, which comes to about 600 quid overall, is 24 months of Game Pass Ultimate.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
Yeah, it's a really good deal.
Wow.
I couldn't pass it up.
I have to say, after making some missteps, Microsoft has really got the Netflix of gaming formula.
Yeah, which is exactly what Stadia should have been doing.
Yeah, exactly. It's funny that it was Microsoft that did it, but I think it's a strength of theirs going into 2020.
Absolutely. I'd be interested to see, now that obviously we're having an Xbox, whether or not I can jump in on the xCloud beta.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, definitely. I want some feedback on that.
Yeah, I need to give it a try just for research purposes, of course, for the podcast.
Yeah, you gotta do your research.
Yeah, why do you think I bought an Xbox One X?
Yeah. Fine choice.
Yeah, it's funny that they added GTA 5 and there I am.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Yeah. I'm not a rock star, Shill, I promise. I didn't even like Red Dead Redemption 2. Come at me.
I know. Oh, but I guess I need a reason to buy an Oculus Quest, so I'll say it's for podcast reasons.
Is that so that you can play Half-Life Alyx?
Oh, yeah. I was gonna make a joke that I'm like, no.
No.
There's no jokes to be made here when it comes to Half-Life.
No. Fingers crossed that I can get my hands on one this year.
Okay. I've just made a realization here, actually. This is really silly of me. That are actually the news topics. We're covering all three big consoles.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Very good.
Yeah. So we're no shills here.
Yeah, you should have just been like, I totally did that on purpose.
Oh, yeah, clearly. It's not the way the news worked out this way. So I'll let you two decide the next news story. Should we go Nintendo or should we go Sony?
I have a feeling that Nintendo's going to be a little bit more talked about. Okay. So we can do the Sony, because I think we're all on the same page on the Sony one.
Okay. Yeah, we'll take this one. Comes courtesy of, once again, Spawn Wave on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I found this out through him. Final Fantasy VII Remake has been rumoured to have a demo coming to PSN since the back end of December. Now people have been accessing it, and the footage has been leaked online.
Of course.
Yeah.
Understandably so, because people cannot do it. Cannot help but put it up. Apparently, these have been coming through dev kits. So people have been through the development kits of the PS4 Pro.
Right.
So yeah, because apparently, according to I think a few different videos that I checked out, apparently when you have a dev kit, you have an access to like a cloud library of things that are going to be coming up eventually. So I think it got released onto there, so people have been kind of hacking them and sort of getting it out through that.
Okay.
Oh wow,
which is quite interesting. If you want to know a little bit more about that, there is a podcast that I can recommend called Darknet Diaries. They did a deep dive into the hack of the Xbox 360.
Oh, very cool.
That was
very cool.
That was very, very cool. Very good episode, actually. So, have you watched the videos at all, any of you two?
I have not, no. Because I don't, much like yourselves, I don't want it spoiled for me.
Yeah. I'm actually on the same page there because I was rambling about not liking to be spoiled or something for Pokemon.
That didn't go too well for most people, did it?
Oh gosh.
No, and as I was writing actually an article about that for the weekly column that I have, no shameless plug. But I was just realizing, holy carb, you have been spoiled more than you had realized. And I was just pushing it away, and it's just like, no, it never happened, la la la.
Yeah.
So
I do that too.
And that's the same because I would like to avoid things about Final Fantasy VII as well.
Yeah.
So, would you like me to discuss a little bit of what I've seen? Because I'm shameless and watched it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's okay. It's okay because it's you.
And blocked.
Me or you?
Me. I'm blocking myself at this point. That's it. I can't take myself.
It's just like, oh no, I have to put a spoiler filter over here.
Yeah, definitely. No,
Mute some words, you know.
I was gonna say.
No, the only time, honestly, I have ever done that on Twitter was when Pokemon Sword and Shield were coming out. I did not want to see anything.
Same.
Yeah, I still did.
Same.
I still did.
Oh
and
yeah.
I still do for Death Stranding. It's just like,
oh my goodness, I cannot get away from Death Stranding, especially Princess Peach.
I have no idea what you're talking about, and I'm so happy about it.
Ignore that comment then, because Kylie knows exactly what I'm talking about. So when
those running gags.
Probably. It's not a running gag. It was just something that actually happens in Death Stranding, and it's the weirdest thing. So
it's Kojima.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. The whole thing's weird. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you get to that section, you'll go, I remember hearing that on this podcast. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now
I will think about you
funny.
too. I will think about you too, and then I will just.
And then you'll forget about us a few minutes later. So, okay, so I've got experience, obviously, of playing Final Fantasy VII Remake from EGX in October.
Yes.
So I've got a small taste of what the demo actually has to offer. Luckily, funnily enough, it's not what they provided us at the trade shows. It's more.
Whoa. Oh, well, okay. Okay, that actually makes...
Okay.
So... to anyone who knows Final Fantasy VII, and I don't know why I'm saying that, because everyone knows Final Fantasy VII at this point.
Absolutely.
Basically, the entire first mission, the bombing run mission, is all there and playable.
Oh, wow.
From intro cutscene right the way through to the bombing run itself. Now, with the trade show version, we only got to play the section where you're climbing down the ladders and actually planting the bomb up until the Guard Scorpion. This goes beyond that.
Wow.
So I'm very interested to see what actually happens.
Not gonna lie, I have goosebumps now.
I know.
Seriously.
Good. Good.
Good.
I watched the opening cutscene and my god, the remixed music of that theme gave me goosebumps. And it's giving me goosebumps thinking about it right now as well.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Yep. Because I don't remember if any of you, I know you're not big Smash players, but do you remember when Cloud got added to Smash Bros?
I do, yeah. Yes. I do remember that. Yeah.
That was the hypest moment of that Nintendo Direct, was hearing that music again, going, are you serious? What? And seeing the stars, I literally knew exactly what was going on. I went, are you joking? And this is 11 o'clock at night with my girlfriend sleeping next to me, and I'm like trying to contain my excitement. Oh my god! Yeah, I literally put a pillow over my face. I went, yes!
Yeah. I was just about to suggest that you were just like.
Yeah, that is exactly it. I fanboyed so hard.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I remember that.
Yeah.
Cloud was my boyfriend at the time. So
no, I'm not gonna lie. When I played through Final Fantasy VII, Tifa was always renamed to my partner at the time.
Yeah, Love Tifa. Oh, I just love Final Fantasy VII.
Me too. I'm so looking forward to this. I've already pre-ordered it. I'm such a shameless shield. It was at the point where I actually played it at the trade show. As soon as I got off of that playthrough, I went straight onto Shop 2 and just went pre-order now. Where is the internet, people? Come on, hurry up.
Give me Wi-Fi, I need it.
Yeah, luckily they did have a Wi-Fi there, but it was quite slow. But it was enough for me to pre-order.
Yeah, probably had a couple thousand people on.
Yeah, they probably were.
Pre-ordering Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
And all those people trying to book in their slots for Final Fantasy VII Remake
as
well.
Exactly.
See?
I'm not. I'm going to make a shameless brag here, but I was the first to complete the demo. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's because I know the game so well. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, actually, that whole run is very, it's very linear. God, it used to give me such a heart attack every time because
me too.
It's timed and...
Now they have managed to retain the time function of it at least, which I think was very cool. But they've increased the time because it's the free stage boss now rather than just being the one.
Right.
So they had to increase the time a little bit.
Do y'all remember in games of that era that there would always be a timed section?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. I hated those. So much.
Yeah.
And it is so funny because I was just actually thinking. Like, there was a lot of timing sequences and parts in video games back then. And then you were just about to make it, so
just have a look at that infamous driver intro mission where you're in the underground car park for 2 minutes.
No.
I hate timed missions. I hate them. I hate them.
Yeah,
they just stress me out.
Exactly. And they're in GTA and Saints Row. Oh.
Yeah, 2 of your games of the decade have time missions that you hate.
They do. I hate them. That's probably people always complain about Underworld. I actually don't mind those. I kind of like those. Timed sequences, I don't.
I'm indifferent about underwater levels in platformers. I like them, but I don't like them at the same time. There's only been a few that have got them dead right, which is Donkey Kong Country.
Oh, yes. Yes.
We don't need to say any more about that.
It's just yes.
I do love the universal agreement there.
Yeah, but I mean, it is a good segue because that is Nintendo, so...
I must have done that on purpose, clearly.
You did! See?
I get good at this without really knowing it. So, like Kylie said, we're moving on to Nintendo, because Nintendo's biggest property of the year, Animal Crossing New Horizons, had an advert in Japan, which was then released 24 hours later in North America and Europe. It was only about 30 seconds, but showed the box art for the game.
Yeah.
Why is that so important to Animal Crossing fans?
Because it's Animal Crossing.
Yep.
It makes it real.
I'm glad you said that.
Speaking of games that don't stress you out because they don't have a time limit in them, like Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
We
clearly planned that whole conversation, didn't we?
Yeah, see? It's all connected.
Of course.
Time is a flat circle. No, I do enjoy Animal Crossing, absolutely.
Yeah, I really do too, but I am not so hyped about the box art.
Right?
And it's just like, people were just like, it's exactly the same like the Japanese one for Europe and all the other countries. And I'm just like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's cute, but I want to play the game. I don't want to see the box art.
That's funny.
To be fair, the trailer that they released was actually a good one.
Yes.
At least. Like, they definitely captured the tone of exactly what they want to get across. And,
Yeah.
and we all know, and even though I have never played Animal Crossing, I know that Tom Nook is an absolute scum.
you need to give it a chance.
I got the groan of dissatisfaction there from Jen, so... Look,
Phoenix for Animal Crossing.
If they added Phoenix Wright into Animal Crossing, I'm there day one. In fact, I'm there day 0.
You need that would be so funny if you could have a wig like the hairstyle of Phoenix. That would be so cool.
That would be
awesome. My goodness. That's what they need to do.
To get him on board finally.
Yeah. No. Now this is where things are different because I am actually going to play this one this time. I'm interested enough.
Yeah, it's good.
For me, at the time, I was told when the GameCube one came out, which was originally, and game of fact here, just a mild one, it was originally an N64 DD game.
Okay.
But they released it on the GameCube because the DD was such a failure. But I was told that the game wasn't very good. So that kind of put me off for many years.
Oh, no, it was good from day one.
But the problem I have with that person who told me that it wasn't very good was the fact that they then played that game for nearly 200 hours and still apparently didn't like it. Didn't like the series, but played every single one.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
Sorry. Sorry, I got bad cough there. Yeah.
I really do like people like that.
That was fun, wasn't it? I feel like I've missed out on a game that's just a nice, relaxing Sunday afternoon.
It is. It's very relaxing. I like it very much.
Yeah,
it really is.
I honestly just I wish I would have got into it sooner because I've heard so many good things about it. And to be fair, I really like games quite like that, like Stardew Valley and Harvest Moon as well.
I'm hearing good things.
Yeah, so I'm sure that I would love Animal Crossing based on my experiences with those series.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna dip in this time. But the only problem that I have with it this time around is that it comes out 3 weeks after Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So I might have to put it on the back burner for April. Just so it gives me enough time to play FF7.
Which is okay.
Yeah,
you are excused.
Yeah, I think I'm allowed to have that just because it's Final Fantasy.
And you lost. No. no, I'm not saying that Animal is better than Final Fantasy VII. No. But yeah, I kind of understand it.
They're different. They're two
They're
incredibly different series.
Yeah. Yes.
You know, one's an action role-playing game, and one's I don't know what it is.
Strategy?
Animal Crossing.
Yeah, it's its own genre.
Yeah, exactly.
It's an Animal Crossing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Simulation, I think. Yeah. I'd say it's a simulation.
Yeah. Agreed.
And if it would be an anime, it would be Slice of Life, I guess.
Oh, Slice of Life animes. Oh my goodness.
Off topic.
Yeah.
For anime cast.
Yep, that's a new one. We've got a new one. Yeah, I'm not doing Slice of Life animes ever again. No, thank you.
Well, there are something sometimes.
Yeah, I think Your Lie in April destroyed me.
It's so good.
Okay, Animal Crossing.
Yeah, you'll notice we go
before we really go off topic. Yeah, but
yeah, so I mean, obviously, Jen, we've got your opinion on that. You're super hyped. You love it. You want it. You want it in your hands.
Yeah, I even tried to get back into Pocket Camp, and I was just like, I haven't been playing that game too often and too much, and then when I was returning, I realized I'm on level 46 or something.
Oh my goodness. I didn't know anybody who played Pocket Camp for more than 10 minutes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I have no idea how that happened and why I'm still again into it, but it's just like, you catch bugs, you catch fish, you pay off your debt.
Right, I'm sold. That's it.
Yeah, I know.
I could live the life that I really want to live, not the actual life I'd really live.
And you have cute neighbors.
There you go.
I'm sold.
You can have a koala bear as a neighbor.
You don't need to tell me anymore. I'm sold already.
But seriously though, what's your favorite animal? I bet you have it there.
They're penguins.
Yes.
Yes, I'm in. I'm sold. That's it. I'm done.
Yeah, that would be so funny. You can have, only all of the penguin neighbors, and then you have a penguin town for yourself.
I'm doing it. I am with the online infrastructure there is. I'm literally going to create a penguin town for everyone.
Yeah. See,
I'm done. See? I'm sold. Like, shut up and take my money.
It's just like credit card. And one thing I want to add about Animal Crossing before this takes like 500 hours is
good game of Animal Crossing should take.
Yeah, which is exactly the amount of time all Animal Crossing, No, but I think it's also clever that they did kind of mix a pocket camp with the whole camping aspect and something like that, and put it to the island and New Horizons thing, because they are basically keeping the roots, which is you having your own town and and then you have your own island, but you can travel around, which is also a little bit of incorporated into pocket camp. So
and they're also including some of the stuff that was included in Let's Go to the Town or City Folk to the people outside of the UK. So it looks like they're taking a lot of inspiration from previous games in the series, whilst also trying to move it forward in a significant way. So I am excited. Jen's excited. Absolutely. And Kylie's probably excited.
Yeah.
Good. We're all excited. So look
Animal Crossing.
So look forward to April's Animal Crossing spoiler cast. Oh wait, there's no spoilers.
No.
Well,
because it's Animal Crossing and you can catch fish and stuff, which you can do in the previous titles as well.
Exactly.
I know it sounds ridiculous. It's just like, it's the Stardew Valley Harvest Moon story of seasons all over again. You could do it in previous installments of the game and the franchise, but it's still so good.
Yeah, absolutely.
I always remember Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life getting that great game-breaking glitch.
I never had that copy, and I'm so happy about it.
Lucky you.
Yes, I know.
I'm still bitter.
I can imagine. And who can blame you? It was. Probably destroyed some gaming.
Yeah, thank you, Natsume. You are the best.
Shout out to our special sponsor today. No.
Friend of the show.
I'm sure they never have listened and never will.
No. Not now. No.
But if they do, I love your games.
I do too.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
AI.
They're okay.
They're okay, I guess, until they ruin my life with game-breaking bugs.
Yeah.
It's fine. So,
speaking of bugs, guess what you can do in Animal Crossing now?
You can catch bugs.
Yes,
but
you
not
got
the
it.
game-breaking bug kind.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, imagine if there was a game-breaking bug catching a bug in New Horizons. People would go mad.
Are you sure? Because it's Animal Crossing, they were just like, what?
Yeah, they probably still love it and still claim it's the best feature they've ever added.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Something like that. Probably.
Bugs are features.
Yeah, but a beginner tip, try to catch as many bugs as you can and sell them. It will make you rich.
Cool. I'm gonna do that. Thanks for that tip.
That's our Animal Crossing strats coming right at you.
Yeah.
So check back to April where the New Horizons podcast starts.
Yes.
All the strats you can use.
Okay, I think that's enough for the news. We've already waxed the lyrical enough about that.
About those 2 minutes. No.
Yeah. Speaking of 2 minutes, Our next segment is our You Got This segment, which, as I say every week, is a 2-minute spot that has never been 2 minutes.
To be fair, the Christmas one, you got it to 2 minutes, and we're going to see if you can try that again.
Yeah. No, it's our You Got This segment, which, hopefully if you're listening to this on a Monday, it doesn't matter to it, but it's to get your week started off right.
Yeah.
To just have 2 minutes where you take time out and focus on yourself for a bit. And specifically on this one, January is a tough month for a lot of people.
It is. Yeah, a
lot of the post-Christmas blues set in, the credit cards come due. Yeah. And, just after spending so many months in hectic frame of mind, everything kind of slows down in January.
Yeah, it's also that time where you've got to wait like 5 or 6 weeks between payments as well if you're working.
Oh, yes, exactly. Oh, and then for, people like me, because people are kind of, watching their money and stuff, they don't tend to buy extras like, custom printed things. So yeah, you have to batten down the hatches. The weather's not great, but January will pass. And instead just kind of take the moment to just kind of reflect and say, I made it. We're in 2020. It's not only a new year, it's a new decade, sort of. Depends on if you're going by the Gregorian calendar or not.
Yeah, be thankful nuclear war hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, exactly, which I'm very thankful. But just take a moment, enjoy your gifts. A lot of us probably got games, for Christmas. Yeah. Some of us got new consoles.
Yeah, that was a gift to myself.
Well, there you go. Exactly. So, just take it easy and remember that it will pass and the sun will come back one day.
Yeah. Unless you're living in Texas, where it's always out.
Yes. Yeah, it's quite a different thing to go from Texas, where it is quite warm and sunny most of the year, to the British Isles, where it is not sunny ever.
No, you'd be lucky to get a few days.
Yeah, one of my favorite lines from my favorite, because I'm a dork, is Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. And it's where Azim goes, is there no sun in this cursed country?
And that is very accurate.
Yes, exactly.
True.
I mean, over in Germany, Jen, I could imagine you've probably still got snow, haven't you?
Ooh.
No.
Really? Oh man.
Is it just cold and rainy, or?
Yeah. For today, it's quite well. To be fair, I'm living in the north of Germany, and I used to live in the south of Germany.
Yep.
Right.
And in the south of Germany, because it's closer to Switzerland and all the other,
yeah,
and Austria and something like that, where you expect snow more often in winter. It snowed a little bit more, and the north of Germany is a little bit of a coastal area, and we have more water over here.
Yes.
So it's similar to the UK.
Okay, yeah. I remember when I went to Poland a couple of years ago during February, and I was expecting it to be like blanketed in sno and all that.
Oh yeah.
Nope. The hottest February they had in a long time.
Of course.
Oh no.
That is my luck. I wanted to go and see Poland in the winter.
Yeah,
in the snow and the
winter.
My uncle.
I think there's skiing and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
that was fun.
So to wrap this up, hunker down, stay warm, unless you're on the other side of the equator or the hemisphere, then stay cool. But, listen to your podcast. Listen to the things, again, I've said it before, unicorn chasers. Listen to the things that make you make you feel good. Surround yourself with that. And then just remember, you've got this. Definitely got this.
And surround yourself with good people as well, because they can help
absolutely
keep you sane, like these two are doing with me.
Blocked.
No, I'm being genuine there.
No. That is the moment where I block now.
Yeah, that's going on my list. All the indiscretions that people have done to me this year, that's it.
just no. I can take it anymore.
Mute the world. Oh.
Yeah.
So, well, I think that was a little bit more than 2 minutes, but still pretty sufficient. It's pretty good.
The thing is, if you want to go and take a time off, it's okay if it's more than 2 minutes.
Your mental health is more important than just 2 minutes. It's
absolutely
every day.
Take your time. Take the time you need. If it's 2 minutes, if it's 20 minutes, if it's 2 hours, automatically.
Absolutely.
It doesn't necessarily matter. You need as much time as you can to get yourself in the right frame of mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
Wise
true.
words.
Yeah.
So.
And remember, you got this.
Yes.
Of course. And we're always here if you want to hit us up any time. So just give us a message. We'll be able to help you through whatever you might have, or we might not be able to help you through, but can offer some
point you in the right direction. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. So, with this being the new year, the new decade, the new time, the new age, we're going to preview some games that are coming throughout the year.
Yay!
So, we've already previewed one, kind of. Well, two, actually. So, we spoke briefly about Final Fantasy VII Remake and Animal Crossing, so I think we'll leave those two behind. But we've got some other big games that are coming throughout this year, so I wanted to bring a few up to you two. So, did either of you manage to play a Wii U game called Tokyo Mirage Sessions?
No.
I've never
I think that answers the question of about 13 million Wii U users too.
Oh.
So yeah, this is basically, we'll call it Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, okay.
So this is just the remaster with cut content coming to the Switch in January. Which, who ever thought that this game would ever get a re-release?
I was hoping to.
Yeah, it's probably right up your alley, isn't it? With the RPGs and all that sort of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's very anime.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. No doubt there. But I was really hoping to be able to play it one day, because that game was so interesting to me, and maybe some of you know, some of you don't. I don't own a Wii U.
I think most people don't.
Yeah, I'm not a real Nintendo fan. I know.
No, look. I call myself a real Nintendo fan, but I've owned some of the most horrible consoles they've ever set out into the public.
I mean, not Game Boy.
The Virtual
Boy.
Virtual Boy.
Luckily, I wasn't able to afford that one at the grand old age of.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So yeah, I didn't have. I managed to get my hands on one eventually and played it at a trade show, which I'm so glad I didn't own that thing at the time.
Oh god, I did it. I saw a demo of it. Gave me a headache. But yeah,
5 minutes. That's all it took.
Yeah.
But yeah, I owned a Wii U. My shame. But
no, you were a real supporter.
To say that though, I'm gonna put this on record. The Wii U is one of the most underrated consoles of all time.
We have touched on that before, and I actually do.
And it's games like Tokyo Mirage Sessions is the reason why, because this game from what I heard from people, was utterly superb.
Yeah, I did too, and I was just like, will this be the game that make me buy a Wii U? I came close to it several times, but then I heard someone I'm living with over 12 years, aka my boyfriend, is just like, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
And
we have enough. Right. Don't do it.
You're probably right to do so.
But then I was just like tempted even more to get it.
Yeah.
But in the end...
Yeah, because it's one of those things, it's like the... you're not allowed to have it, so therefore...
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll show you. You know,
Look, if you're sitting there in the kitchen with a knife in your hand saying, I'll show you, I'll show you.
It's just... flipping really it, worried. You know? It's just a flip knife. Yeah. I'm going to buy a Wii U.
I'm going to say, if you want to get me to do anything, tell me I can't do it.
Same.
Yeah, me too.
Are you a Leo? For random question, are you a Leo?
I am not.
Because
I'm Gemini.
Aquarius.
Gemini, okay. Aquarius, okay. I'm a Leo because if you challenge a Leo,
that's when the Leo decides to pick up a knife and go ham.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, now that you can get rid of the shackles that was the Wii U version, will you be picking this up?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course.
Oh, good.
Of course.
Good.
I'm just like, can I do a review somewhere? No. No. I would buy it physically. I'm not really sure if it's released physically, but I really do hope so.
It is. I believe it is.
It is.
Yeah. Pick that up because that will only go up in value, like the Wii U version did.
It will change your life.
Yes, it will. Now,
I will do.
I didn't get to play this on the Wii U myself because I had no affiliation to Shin Megami Tensei or Fire Emblem at the time. I still don't, but I will probably give this a look.
Okay, cool.
So
I have to get it now, I guess.
Yeah, I guess you will, because you said to yourself, I'm going to get this if I need to get a Wii U just to get this. Well, now you don't need to own a Wii U. You already own a Switch. You've already made that purchase.
Yeah, that's true, but it took me really long enough, and I was actually waiting to see if it's going to be another Wii U disaster.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, I was in on day one, I guess. Not day one, but a couple of days in, I was frantically trying to find a Switch.
Mm-hmm.
I still want the red and blue Joy-Cons. I had to put up with the grey ones. My disappointment even 3 years later.
Funny.
But well,
it's fine.
It's a Switch.
Exactly. I've got so many hours out of it, I don't really care anymore. Yeah,
and with all the drifting, I'm good with one pair of Joy-Cons.
Yeah, I'm really worried about mine at the moment because every time I play Tetris 99, I change the change who I'm attacking from general to attackers, and it keeps making a sound like it keeps changing, and it gets super infuriating. So I think I might have the drift on my right Joy-Con.
Mine was so bad. If it's as bad as mine on yours, someday you'll know.
Oh, I'm sure I probably already do know.
Mm-hmm.
But
but I no, don't let the rage out. It's just
Look, this is a therapy session. You can let it all loose if you want.
How about those 2 minutes, right?
Exactly.
No, just briefly talking about it. I was contacting the customer service because I heard about and talked about it on the Caffeinated Entercast about the free repair that they offer in America.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Not going for Europe. I learned it the hard way, and
I was so annoyed by that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were actually, when I was chatting with the lady, and she really knew her way to dodge my upfront questions.
Yeah.
And they were trained really well, and it was a gift. The Switch was a gift, and therefore I do not own anything to prove I made the purchase.
Oh no.
And when it was purchased, and even though I have warranty.
Yeah, they shot you down immediately once you could prove the purchase.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Yes. And then I decided to pick up a repair kit for about €12, which is so much cheaper than sending it in, and try to do the job myself, and it worked.
Good.
Oh, good. That's brilliant.
It really worked.
I'm definitely going to have to find a repair kit myself then.
Yeah, and I, even though it was scary and took me about an hour, and I probably will write about it, I'm really happy I did, because seeing people, I was actually researching for a tutorial about how to fix my Joy-Cons, and the first one I had, it's just like, I own 12 pairs of Joy-Cons and none of them is drifting.
What?
I was just like, lucky you, and search for another video. Because I was like, lucky you, and it's just like, I'm going to be taught by another person, which is
a Joy-Con hoarder.
Yeah. Oh, look at me! I've got enough money to own 12 pairs of Joy-Cons, and look, none of them have got drift. Humble brag.
Yeah, and the thing, and the thing is, people like this keep showing up on my timeline, and it's just the reason why Nintendo doesn't have to change anything.
No, because people will just go and buy them.
That's right. Yeah.
Now, I'm going to tell you something very interesting here that I learned the hard way. Did you know that Nintendo has 3 separate warranties for the Switch?
No.
One for the Switch, and a warranty each for each Joy-Con.
Each Joy-Con. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's some sneaky stuff.
It is. So I pulled them up about it when I was trying to get one of my Joy-Cons fixed. They were trying to charge me for it. So I said to them, hold on, I've just had a Joy-Con repaired in the last year. Does my warranty not cover that? They said, no, there's a warranty on each one. And I said, well, how can that be the case? You need a controller to use the console. That shouldn't be, technically, shouldn't be legal.
Right.
So, because when you trade something in like that, you cannot do it without a controller. And you can't use the console without it. So they said, basically, tough luck. You have to send it to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was not very happy at that.
No.
Yeah.
And I wish more people would be not happy about it, actually.
Yeah, I was fuming about it, even to the point where I was very close. Had it not included personal information, I would have put those on Twitter and tagged them in it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to have to go through and black bar all the personal information.
But yeah, that's the thing, and from the business perspective, this is smart, and this is how you do business. And it's shitty. It's shitty. Sorry,
it is. It's fine.
But
yeah, I mean, you look at that, and then you look at Nintendo, what they're doing, and then you look at Microsoft all trying to curry favor with the consumers now with what they're doing, which is quite astonishing, really, considering how they used to be.
Yeah. It completely changed. It kind of switched somehow. The philosophy at Nintendo is more business orientated and not so customer friendly as it used to be. And
I don't ever remember a time when Nintendo are customer orientated.
Well, no business is actually.
Yeah, that's true.
Not the one that's surviving, but they were. I think they used high quality stuff.
Yeah.
Back then, and they clearly don't. If you open up a Joy-Con, it's just like, holy. I was crying.
I am really not looking forward to the day I have to do that.
Yeah, it's a mess, and no wonder those things are kind of,
yeah, a mess.
Breaking and a mess.
Yeah.
But well, enough about that. I don't want to extend this. I'm sorry.
So, shall we move on? Because I've been looking at January. There aren't a lot of games coming out in January. That's kind of understandable, really, considering that most people are poor after Christmas.
There is one coming out in January that I'm to.
Go on.
Warcraft 3 Reforged.
Oh, yes.
I love the original Warcraft. It's a, like strategy game or whatever.
Yeah. So this is before they went MMO, right, with World of Warcraft?
Yeah. I've never really been a fan of WoW or Hearthstone, the card game, but those first 3 Warcrafts, oh my gosh, I love them so much. And this one is it's going to retain the gameplay of the original Warcraft 3, but it's got revamped graphics.
Oh, nice.
And you'll be able to mod it, which is going to be fun. Because I love it when people mod stuff.
As proven by your Fallout 4 playthrough with basically not being the same Fallout that everyone else
played. Yeah, no. There's nothing in my game, basically at this point. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that because I love real-time strategy. I like time management games.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed, that's the one I'm getting in January.
That's cool. And if I didn't have a PC that was a piece of crap, then I would probably play it.
Well, yeah.
Okay, now I think we can move on to February. Now
yes.
Kylie's had her Warcraft
I can move on to February.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm going to mention a couple of fighting games here because why can I not mention fighting games?
Of course.
So this is one for the anime fans out there. Grand Blue Fantasy Versus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, moving on because I know nothing about Grand Blue.
Yeah. I think sorry, it looks like, oh man, what was it called?
One of the anime fighters.
Yeah.
Like BlazBlue or
BlazBlue. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. It looks just judging by the logo, yeah.
I mean, it is made by Arc Systems, so that doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, they've pretty much got a single stranglehold on the fighting game market anyway because of BlazBlue and Guilty Gear. And Persona 4 Arena. They've also, I think they're also helping to produce a Persona fighting game coming out this year as well.
There is a Persona coming out this year, yeah.
Yeah, well, you've got Persona 5 Royal Edition, and I think you've got Persona 5 Scramble.
Which is also be released in February, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is. But we've got a big one coming. And I don't know why I don't know why this is so big for me. Maybe because it comes out on my birthday.
Oh wow!
Street Fighter
5 Champion
Edition.
So what they've been doing recently has been really interesting me to go back to the game. So they're releasing 2 new characters for it, but they're releasing a package that basically includes everything on February 14th.
That's cool.
Oh, so wasn't that one of the things that I didn't like about it was that everything was
locked off. It was basically, so what they're doing at the moment is they are actually including the Champion Edition patch right now, so you can upgrade right now. But when the characters come out, you get them for free, basically. So what they've done is they've added a whole new load of mechanics. So one of the things that they did have before was the V system. So they've added V skills, new V skills for everybody.
Wow.
They've included Gil into the roster, which is one of the bosses from Street Fighter 3. And they're also including Seth into there, which is a boss from Street Fighter 4.
Right,
Given her, and I'm saying her, a massive redesign. Because they changed it from being male to female.
That's crazy. I will need to look at that.
It's a very cool design, actually. And they have included the old design too, which is kind of cool. Like, I just don't know why they've added Seth to the game. It's kind of a weird choice, but
that is a strange one.
Yeah, but the reason why I brought it up is because the package itself is incredible for £20.
Oh, wow! Yeah,
that, it's going to be about $30 US, obviously. So, like I said, it includes all the season 1, 2, 3, and 4 characters. 2 new characters come in every stage that's been released, including the paid ones, and over 200 costumes as well.
Oh, cool.
So all for £20. And like I said, they can upgrade it. If you already own Street Fighter 5, you can already upgrade to it right now.
So yeah, I want to go. Capcom, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm wondering about that because Capcom.
You feeling all right?
Good things recently, and I'm worried. I'm really worried where the next bad thing's going to come from there.
Exactly.
I'm always looking in trepidation. Because not only that, but they're moving Monster Hunter World Iceborne over to PC like this year as well.
Oh right,
so
right.
And then we'll talk more about it in a few moments because April we've got Resident Evil 3 Remake and the Project Resistance multiplayer for it as well, which I'm super curious about that.
Yeah, I am as well.
Yeah, so. Like I said, I just wanted to include those because you know me, I like Street Fighter.
Absolutely, so, it wouldn't be a good episode.
No. Now,
reference.
I'm quite interested about this double package that's coming in February of Bayonetta and Vanquish for the 10th anniversary bundle for PS4 and Xbox One.
Yeah, that's a strange. Strange and not strange. I mean, it is.
Yeah, it's not strange at all. Kind of.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's obviously Sega, so it makes sense. But
yeah, but it's both games were made by Platinum Games.
Yeah. But it's a strange pairing overall, though.
It's strange, but not strange, because apparently what they've done is they have updated Bayonetta and Vanquish over the last few years to include 4K visuals on PC. So they're just bringing it over onto the PS4 and the Xbox One into one package. But apparently Vanquish was one of the best shooters of the 360 generation.
What?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
What? Well, I mean, it's okay. Well, maybe it's a third-person shooter.
Yeah, I heard really good things about it. When I played the demo, I wasn't super fussed with it, if I'm honest.
Yeah, that's my favorite genre, and it's okay.
Yeah,
I know people are gonna be like probably shouting down my door, but I mean, the best of the 360 era, I can't 100% get behind that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take your opinion on that more than anyone because I'm not the biggest shooter fan.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm too unskilled for shooters.
Yeah, me too.
I have high respect for people being really good in shooters, so you have my respect.
Well, the funny thing is, you sit there, you think you're good, and then you get online,
and then you get bossed around,
and you're like, whoa. Wow.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was good.
Yeah, I thought I was good. I got schooled.
Yeah, exactly.
So, we were talking briefly about Capcom, and well, why are they doing good things at the moment? Because
I'm confused myself.
Yeah.
The only thing that's missing is, Ace Attorney.
Yeah, we need Ace Attorney 7. Come on, people.
It's weird for them to be just doing. They've done things wrong for so. It's like, what's happening?
Are you back on your original track? What's going on? I'm confused.
Their original track was releasing arcade games that would just eat your money.
Yeah,
and then they maintained that with season passes in Street Fighter 5. So that's Capcom involved. But the reason why I brought Capcom up again is because the Mega Man Zero and ZX Legacy Collection come out in February.
Yeah.
Which
I'm excited for that.
And all platforms.
Yes.
All platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very good one. Yeah, I'm very impressed with the amount of work that they've done on the Mega Man collections over the last few years. I'm waiting for all of them to go down in price so I can pick them all up and finally play a Mega Man game.
Oh, yeah, Mega Man's fun.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I've played a little bit of 2, but I've not played it extensively to know enough.
Yeah.
So,
you'll enjoy that. It's a very good platformer.
Yeah. I will mention, moving on to another game in February towards the back end of it, to all the VR users and the Marvel fans out there, Iron Man VR comes out on PSVR.
That will be interesting.
The trailer that I saw on the State of Play when they announced it didn't excite me at all.
Yeah, I know VR, of course, has been around for decades.
Yeah.
But it's been such concentrated on, within the last couple of years. Mm-hmm. So it's still almost in a kind of new way. I kind of see it like, how nowadays basically every movie comes out with a 3D version, and then you pay the extra, you watch the 3D version, and there's nothing there.
It's so boring.
And you have a headache or something?
Yes. Yeah. It's like, but I didn't get anything for this, Yeah. And so I kind of have this feeling that Iron Man VR is kind of that.
Yeah, I agree. It's probably going to be a 2 or 3 hour flash in the pan experience that you play once.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Exactly.
Which is fine. If it makes people feel like Tony Stark, then cool.
Yeah.
Playboy, billionaire, philanthropist,
Alcoholic, if you read the comics.
that is very true.
I think that's what's so funny to me, being that I've been I read comics more. I don't like the MCU. I've made that very clear. Yeah. So when I watch anything from Marvel Cinematic Universe, I'm just like, no, he wouldn't do that. No.
I think the only one that I ever get truly right was Doctor Strange.
Oh, you cut out there. The
only one that I've ever truly gotten right was Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I've heard. I actually haven't seen the movie, which I think we've touched on before. And then, you said it was very good, so I'm actually kind of tempted.
I am a big Doctor Strange fan. I can vouch for that. Although Caecilius kind of is rubbish. He's a terrible villain.
Yeah, that's what I picked up from the bit I've seen. I haven't watched it through, but I've seen enough.
Mads Mikkelsen, I love you, but Jesus, man, what will
I know. But yes, there is one more in February. It's not a new release, but it's something I'm looking forward to. Which is the 2 Point Hospital.
Yes.
Yes.
I forgot that was coming to consoles this year.
Yes, which, if you don't know, it was, what was it called? Theme Hospital?
Yeah.
Was that what it was originally called?
That's the one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which, for some reason, as much as I played the Bullfrog games, I never played that one for some reason in America.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if it wasn't released.
Oh, it was.
I just didn't come across it. But I got here, and someone just gave me a bunch of games to get started on my PC, and that was in there. And I was like, what? Yeah, it was amazing. I loved it.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got the better of the two versions then, because the PS1 version sucks.
Yeah, no, I got the, to be fair, the one I got was, had been released by, it was an open source version.
Yeah.
And, it had all kinds of upgrades and HD upgrades and stuff. Yeah, no, it was it was a lot of fun. So when I heard about 2 Points coming out, a couple years ago, I was very excited. And then now it's coming to console. Oh, heck yeah. I'm so going to be all over that. Yeah. I didn't know it was by Sega. That was new to me.
Yeah, they
thought it was indie or something.
I've seen it at the trade shows the last couple of years, and I had a friend who bought it as well because he's a huge Theme Hospital fan as well, and he absolutely loved it. And I was watching him play some of it, and it is super obscure and weird, and everything that Theme Hospital was all about. So I'm really looking forward to the Switch version of this, so I can sink my teeth into it again.
It's gonna be so good.
It looks like a lot of fun. I haven't been able to play it before, but I'm sucker for simulation.
I was gonna say, I can already tell just based on the games that you like, you're gonna love that one.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
But
I mean,
actually,
it's overly obscure and very weird, and a lot of the diseases they include in there are just hilarious too.
Which is right up my alley.
Yeah.
I also want to highlight one game that also comes out on your birthday.
Oh.
Which is Snag World: The Dungeon Crawl Gold.
Oh.
This is something, and I'm just hyped because it's by level 5, which...
Oh, yeah, level 5 are always good.
Yeah, Professor Layton, Yokai Watch, and Izuma 11. So...
you're forgetting about one. You're forgetting about one. Layton and Phoenix Wright.
Yeah, of course. Thanks to level 5, I mean, thanks to them, they were just like, yeah, we know that Capcom is a little bit too. So we're gonna ask the fans, and yes, level 5. That's why I'm supporting them, and I love them. And but what actually was beside this super cute graphic style thing caught my attention is that it's some sort of a hyper casual fantasy kind of set in the game.
Okay.
It has traditional fantasy world elements combined with something from the new age, like smartphones, convenience stores, and something like that. It's just like, the BBC adaptation of Sherlock just into that, and it's just like it looks so fun somehow, and that's why I want to give it a shot and try it out and being excited about it.
I think I'm sold now. I think you've sold that pretty well. I'm gonna have to give that a check out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and there's also a manga and about it.
I love that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
Yeah.
See, I have to check that still out. So probably,
basically,
being hyped.
There are too many good games coming out this year by the looks of it. Then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean we are just in February.
Yeah,
I know. It's like
I'm already
to my 3. Yeah, my 3 that I'm really looking forward to. So.
It's just.
So yeah, we'll move gracefully on to March, and we've already spoken about Final Fantasy VII Remake, so we won't do too much about that. But that's March 3rd. But the next big one, I think, is going to be for most people, especially fans of platformers, Ori and the Will of the Wisp.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes,
for sure.
Yes.
I never played Blind Forest, and I'm super disappointed in myself that I didn't.
Well, you have a chance to play 2 good games then.
Well,
after each other.
Is Game Pass is
yes.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And Will of the Wisp is coming to Game Pass day 1 on March 11th as well. So I'm sold.
See?
Yeah.
I'm so glad
Microsoft,
I picked up an Xbox.
It looks very, very on point, I guess, is the best way to say it. Yeah.
Visually, it looks astounding. It looks very colourful, very interesting, and from what I've seen of the Ori games, it looks very fluid.
It is.
Yeah.
I do love very fluid movement-based platformers. So
absolutely.
I think this will be right up my alley. So I'm going to check them both out in March.
Yeah.
And you will probably not regret it.
No, I won't. I'll probably double dip and buy it on the Switch, knowing me.
See something like that. And fun fact about Ori: when we were in New York in 2015, I think, we picked up the physical version for the Xbox.
Oh, very cool.
Because it wasn't released in Europe.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was only digital here, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Blimey.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So we went there and we got that, and
What, you made a trip all the way to America just to go and do that?
Just because,
That's crazy.
Just because of that,
Too right.
So the game's worth it, I guess.
It was definitely worth spending £700 for, or about €1,000 maybe, just to go over there.
Yeah,
just for a physical version. True, right? Dedication.
I mean, who doesn't that? We all do that, don't we?
Well, if we import games from Japan or America, then clearly we are.
Yeah. Okay. It's true.
Now,
Speaking of import, no.
Okay. So I want to mention a couple of games that are coming out on the same day because I feel these ones are going to get a super bad rap.
Oh.
So we've got Animal Crossing coming out on the 20th of March, which is not the one I want to highlight. But the reason why these ones are going to be thrown to the back because of Animal Crossing, Doom Eternal and Doom 64.
Yup. I am not 64 so much, but yes.
Nah, Doom 64 is trash.
Yeah. But Doom Eternal.
Oh, I can't wait for it. It looks amazing.
I'm excited.
It looks it looks like great fun.
I have to say, the most recent Doom that came out, by Bethesda, they did. Oh God, we mentioned Bethesda.
Bethesda. Bethesda.
I know they did a very good job on it. I love what they did with it. I know that's not across the board. A lot of people disagree with that, but I think they captured. I think they captured the feeling of it and the whole FPS. I just really enjoy it.
I've heard the same thing as well. I've heard that a lot of the Doom fans were very happy with this game.
Yeah.
When it came out. So it was a shame that obviously Eternal got delayed until March because I was hoping it would come out back in the last year, but if they needed a little bit of extra time, then fair enough. Yeah, absolutely. Plus it's coming out on the Stadia, which is weird. Yeah. That's gonna be weird. I want to see people play that. I think the more impressive thing is that it's coming out on PS4, Xbox One, and the Switch on the same day. Oh, wow. Yeah. That's why they delayed it, apparently, is to try and get the Switch version up to scratch. Okay. So they could simultaneously release it. Very cool. That's actually not too bad. Yeah, I'll be interested to see how it runs on the Switch. Yep. There is two very brief ones I wanted to mention. Go for it. Just because I'm a super nerd. The My Hero Academia, the part 2 is coming out, and Fairy Tail is now. Fairy Tail, yeah. So that'll be good. Those are both based, of course, on the manga and anime, respectively. For those who don't know, and also I do want to encourage, if you Fairy Tail or even watched it, go do it. If you like anime and manga, go do it. Yeah, it's good. It's really good, yeah. I'll have a look. I will have a look. Yeah. I'm not the biggest anime fan, but I will have a look. Yeah, it's really fun. Okay. It is, yeah. It's just a nice, it's light, it's, Yeah. We have obviously mentioned Half-Life Alyx. It's probably the biggest game of the whole entire month. Yeah. So we won't mention too much more about it. And I'm not sure about this one, whether or not it is going to come out in March, because it's got a TBA next to it. But yeah, that's true. I am interested about Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. Yes! Oh my gosh! It's crazy to me that it's taken this long to come out with a Vampire Masquerade sequel. Yep. But I have to say, I mean, yes, it is high time for it, 100%. Agreed. But the community, the Vampire Masquerade, the modding community, they have taken a game that was broken. Let's be honest, it was broken. It was a mess. Very much was. They have made something amazing with it. So I highly encourage you, if you can, go out there, find an open source version, because they're around. They're quite easy to find, at least. Yeah, exactly. Or if you've got the original, there's several mods out there that fix the quote bugs. Yeah. And they are quite accepted by the publisher, by the developers. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I really meant to add that. It's nobody's tried to shut them down, the modding community. Yeah. So I'm very excited for this because I want to see if they build on what the modders have done, or what direction they're going to take it, or are they leaving it kind of bare so that the modders can come in and fix it up, like they did with their first. But yeah, I'm actually very, very curious. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good series. I like the RPG. I mean, tabletop
version.
That's why I'm interested, because after the playthrough, after the campaign that I'd done in Vampire the Masquerade tabletop game for about 6 months, I am hugely interested in playing this now.
Yeah, I like their rule system. I think it's
great.
It is. So
have you ever seen the Vampire the Masquerade LARPs?
No.
Oh, they're mental.
Oh.
They are completely mental.
I want to find a LARP.
Yeah, you should do that. I think that would be right up your alley.
I am super nerd.
Well, you're on a nerd-based podcast. I wouldn't expect nothing less.
Oh God, give me a place I can use a there.
Look, I'm worried about what race you would take.
See that. Okay, here's the funny thing. I forgot the race, but the race where they're not very attractive, the ones where they look terrible.
They're like the sewer dwellers, aren't they?
Yes,
I think it's the
but they're the most. Yeah, that's it. And they're the most powerful. So I'm always kind of drawn to them. But then I'm like, I kind of want to be a hottie, but then not really. Because, practically speaking, they are the strongest and have the best strategy. So.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I always like the ones, I can't remember the name of the race as well, the ones that come from the upper crust of society.
Yeah. Again, they're beautiful. They have glamour and they can do all that stuff.
Yeah.
But not as powerful.
No, they're not.
So,
we will swiftly fly into April here.
Yes.
Okay.
So we've got 5 big games here that I can see on this list. So I'll just run you through them. Resident Evil 3 Remake with Project Resistance.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Woohoo! That's one of my big ones. Yep, exactly.
Predator Hunting
Cannot
Grounds.
wait. Yeah, which hopefully, fingers crossed, it's going to be good.
Now, the next one's got a TBA in April, but Minecraft Dungeons.
Yeah.
That's big enough, draw enough, really. And probably what is the biggest one for us in Europe, Trials of Mana Remake.
Yay!
Yes.
Yeah. I got to play a little bit of Trials of Mana Remake at EGX, and it is good.
Aww. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, I'm excited. I love Secret of Mana. Secret of Mana is one of my favourite RPGs.
Secret of Mana is the first RPG I ever played.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, that's what got me into them. And then I was like, what's this Final Fantasy thing?
Oh, let's try it.
Yes, exactly. So I did it backwards, I guess. Yeah, exactly. And,
a good start.
Yeah, then that was my obsession for the next 10 years was RPGs. So
yeah,
which is highly understandable.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, annoyingly enough, I only ever recently completed Secret of Mana when the remake came out because I had another balked version of it.
Oh goodness! Oh dear!
Yeah, I've not got good luck when it comes to this sort of thing.
Apparently not.
Thanks for not giving up.
When I played the remake, like I really enjoyed what I played of it, but I changed the music because the music is terrible. Like in the remake, the music of
in the remake,
the Super Nintendo version is so much better. So I had the classic music on with the new visuals, and I really enjoyed that.
Right.
Okay. Made things a little bit weird though.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, but it's very good. So we'll talk Cyberpunk 2077, shall we? We have to.
Yes.
There's no other way we cannot, because in the year of 2020, I love the fact that they've done this, because Cyberpunk 2020, the original tabletop version, they're releasing 2077 this year for that.
Yeah.
So I thought that was good little fan service there for people who are familiar with the tabletop RPG.
Yeah,
for sure.
So
that's really cool.
How do you feel about this game?
I'll be honest, when it first was rumored and then the screenshot started coming out, I didn't like it. Yeah, absolutely. I was against it. Yeah, I was like, absolutely not. They've butchered this. This is terrible. What are they doing? I was very, because I just love Cyberpunk, the genre and the tabletop
Of course.
And yeah, and but then when they were like, "All right, we're taking it off. We're gonna work on it."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay, we'll see what you do with it." And then they released the demo. This was before the Keanu Reeves thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, "All right, I can get into this."
Yeah. Was this the one that 2018
Mm-hmm.
E3 demo that
Yes.
was behind closed doors?
Yes.
Yeah, that got me interested too, but not enough that I wanted to purchase the game.
I was definitely being pushed to the edge on that because it moved smoothly. I still didn't like the quote storyline.
Yeah.
At the time, it was still just not quite there yet.
Yeah.
But they again took it back to the workshop and have been working on it even more.
Yeah, I would say they made some modifications to it, to the body of work.
I was going to say more than a little.
And that was a really poor joke. I'm sorry.
That was. But yeah, even adding Keanu Reeves, I don't know how I feel about that.
I'm excited about him playing Johnny Silverhand.
But see, that's the thing. He's the internet darling.
Yeah.
And I'm cynical. Don't forget. I'm just like,
yeah, that too. But you got to remember, he is breathtaking.
He is.
I mean, he is amazing. I mean, he is the internet darling. I am crazy about him, but I don't know. It's weird for it to come in kind of like in the, 7th inning, type thing. I don't know. I'm a little, there's
it's just you're
yeah, I'm just
so,
I'm just cynical anyway. Yeah,
I'd agree. I'm not sure how it's going to fare, but I've heard that he's not in it as much as most people think it is.
Yeah, I actually don't figure he would be. Just because he was brought in so late. Yeah.
If you are looking at the page of Wikipedia about Cyberpunk 2077, an actor Keanu Reeves quoting has a starring role, so he's part of the game.
Okay.
But the hype is so much. The hype is so much, and that's probably something that I want to predict.
Yep.
People are going to be disappointed because the hype about him is so huge. And
I'm going to agree. I'm going to agree with you. I don't think he's going to be in it as much as everyone thinks he is.
And hopes. But the thing is, and that's why I'm picking this up, I hate hype. I hate it.
Yeah. That's where my cynicism kicks in. Absolutely. Yeah.
Because it's making perfectly good games mediocre, average, or less well than they deserve to get praised on. Because, people worked hard on it, and the hype is so high. I think that's happened to Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, that was a long time in the making, and I don't know if that quite lived up to the expectations that everyone expected for it.
Well, for some of us it did.
Okay. Yeah, it's a subjective thing, though, isn't it? Your enjoyment of games.
It's very subjective.
So
that people love Death Stranding.
We all know your opinion on that one.
Defies every logical.
And it's just but it's Kojima, and somehow it's just like he touches something, and it can be anything. It can be a stone, and it's just like woo!
Yeah, it's
the greatest ever.
Yeah, it's the Kojima. You can't help that,
Yeah, some people are like that, and it's totally fine. But it's just like the hype. The hype. Just so exhausting.
Yeah.
I mean,
exhausting is a perfect word.
Exactly. Yeah. And I mean, I had no interest in this at all when Keanu was announced. I had no interest in it until I saw that behind closed doors video package and live playthrough that they did at EGX in October. That changed my mind. That was outstanding, showing entirely different ways that you could play this game, and I'm so interested in it because of that.
Yeah.
I like open-ended, I like open world, of course, but I mean, even the kind of like, whatever decisions you make, kind of predicts your not predicts your outcome, but shapes your outcome, and it can be wildly different, and that's what I like.
Yeah. And I think the amount of time that they spent making this game is very evident about how good it looks. They haven't exactly rushed this out of the door, and they have said this is ready when it's ready, basically. CD Projekt Red are very good for that sort of thing.
Yeah. Which is a healthy thing to do.
Yeah, if a game's not going to be serviceable or decent when it comes out, then why put it out?
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely.
Or only and their reputation if they were to put it out in a horrible state.
Yeah, and let the people complaining about it being delayed or something like that, but they would actually, give the the game some a hard time if it would come out a little bit earlier, and it's still a bad game is forever a bad game.
It is, yeah.
I mean, was it Kojima that said that?
No, Shigeru Miyamoto.
Miyamoto, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, one of them said a bad game is forever. Yeah,
a rushed game can be something like that. I can't really put my finger on.
I can't remember the exact quote, to be honest with you.
I think it's a late game is late, but a bad game is bad forever. Something like that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but it's true, and it's just
it's absolutely true. Absolutely, yeah.
A delayed game is eventually good, but a rushed game is forever bad.
Thank you.
It. Yeah.
Thank you. I was just about. I have to know.
Yeah. It went quiet amongst. Like, they're looking it up. Someone's gonna come in with that.
Either it's the eShop or.
Yeah, I had to. I should know better. I'm a Nintendo fan.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like,
Yeah.
If I don't own a Wii U, I have to have. I have to have this code ready at all times and all costs.
I should really. It is a mantra in which I live my life.
Funny. Oh, you're funny.
Yeah. So we've discussed those. I mean, Resident Evil 3. Don't need to mention anything to do with Resident Evil 3.
Yeah.
It's Resident Evil 3.
Yeah.
It's the worst game out of the trilogy, of the original trilogy.
It's
utter
the
silence.
Only...
Yes, exactly what I needed.
It's just
it's the only one I completed.
Yeah.
Originally.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I don't know. I have such a love-hate relationship with Resident Evil. We talked about it a little bit before. Like,
I have a love and hate relationship with horror. So.
Yeah,
well, there you go. I enjoy horror games, but like we've spoke before. I'm very, very much into lore, into video game lore. I enjoy it very much, and I just immerse myself into it. Resident Evil's lore is so difficult because there's so many alternate realities and stuff. It's like
it's a mess.
It's a mess. It is. It almost me in, and then they'll be like, "Oh,
Capcom."
Sorry.
Oh,
no, you're right.
That's just what you do.
Bam. That's it. Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I it's like the latest one that came out that was that they put onto VR. Was it 7? I think. It had such a good base. Like the lore was good. The graphics were amazing. But then as you played, and then the actual fighting, it actually was scary. Well, maybe not scary, but thrilling. Because I don't get scared by horror games. So I'm always looking for something that will scare me, and I have yet to find it. But it was thrilling enough that I was, like, oh, this is cool. But then as you get to the end, it just muddled. And then the DLC just muddled it even more. And it was like,
and Chris
this is definitely a
Resident so weird in there.
Yeah, I guess he does.
You wouldn't even know it was Chris.
Yeah, and he's going by a different name and everything.
Yeah, it's just strange. But I'm going to pick up on something you said about Resident Evil 7. That section where you get taken in by Troy, I think it is.
Yeah.
Or whatever his name is.
Whatever.
where you're running around the house trying to avoid him, and then you get stuck in the garage. Oh my god,
yes.
that section is crazy.
That's that's fun.
I hated every section of that because it was like, oh, this is horrible.
I hate something like that in video games. And I was just watching my boyfriend playing it, and I freaked out.
Yeah.
And he was playing it, and I was in the same room, and I was just like, I need a bigger living room, and my living room is huge. So I was just like,
I need more pillows to hide behind.
Yeah, take it, you monster. It's just
so I would say that if for me, when it comes to horror games, believe it or not, nobody's going to believe this, but Outlast is better than Resident Evil.
Yeah, I heard so much good things about Outlast, and and the boyfriend was also playing it because I can't. I just can't.
The lore is good because it's solid all the way through. It's got jump scares that I think would scare normal people, just not weirdos like me. But it was enough that I was fascinated. And Outlast 2 it's still in my brain. The storyline is so thrilling. Yeah. So that's my little soapbox for Resident Evil 3 is but.
Did you play Alien Isolation?
Yeah, I did. Yes.
Oh,
yeah, and
I think
it's creepy.
We definitely talked about it off air, but we might have mentioned it on air. I absolutely the world building they did for Alien Isolation. It looks so much like the period of the movie.
Yeah, it does.
It's just I just wanted to walk around and explore all of that. Forget about this. Xenomorph. Be like, oh, look at these buttons. It's so cool. That future retro look. I love it.
It's cool.
See, but the thing is, I can't. Well, I think it's a great game. It was cool to actually see my boyfriend play it because, as you might figure it out, me stretching the boyfriend part is really present.
Yeah.
So
I gathered as much.
Yeah, I know everything. I know Death.
Yeah.
Not Death Stranding. What's it called? Dead Space, for example.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And Alien Isolation and something like that, and I'm watching it and I'm getting freaked out. And the thing is, with a little fun fact with Alien Isolation, I went down to the cellar to get something.
Yeah.
That's
bad enough anyway.
Yeah, but and I was switching on all the lights because I'm a light person. I even use Twitter in light mode, so. I know, but still, and there was, I think 20 minutes ago, something creeping through some passageways or something like that, and I heard something in the pipe in the cellar, and I was just like, but I have to get something from. And I had no idea what. Just standing there, froze for a minute, and it would be so hilarious if someone would have actually seen footage of that, or experience me walking there, because I was just like, I was taking steps back, and I was just like, should I go? Should I not? Should I have to? And the thing is, I was just taking my key, and I was just rattling, and I was just like, no, nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen, and if a noise is happening, I want to use something. And
you faced your fears, and you won.
Yeah.
To be applauded.
And when I was back in my flat, I had my shower gel. Woo!
Hey. But then you carried on watching Alien Isolation and freaked yourself out even further.
So something about that makes the podcast a little bit longer. Just like and so again, I have the deepest respect for people not getting freaked out by horror games. So you've earned my respect for two things: the shooter and the horror. Throw me into a horror shooter and I'm going to die.
Those nerves of steel, Kylie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
I'm still waiting for the day that I do find the game that scares me, and I know it's going to be out there, and I know actually touched on this too. Like, horror movies don't scare me, but the only movie that ever scared me, and people roll their eyes and can't believe this. Actually, there's two. There's a stupid, dumb comedy from the late 80s called Nothing But Trouble. That scares me to death. And then there's Blair Witch. Now,
you're joking.
The reason why Blair Witch scares me, and no one can believe this at all, is because it happened in my head. They never show you a monster. They never show you a witch. They never show you anything graphic. So it all came from my own imagination. Apparently, it scares the crap out of me.
Yeah, but it's something, if you just see something and not have the actual graphics on that, it's just so much more horrifying than actually have the graphic image.
I definitely would agree.
Yeah. My brain fills in the blanks with just the worst things ever.
It's always the things that you can't see that scare you.
Yes. Exactly. Yes.
Therefore, the rattling of the key.
Yeah, that makes sense now. It definitely does.
Yeah. Because like everyone rolls their eyes when I say Blair Witch. They're like, "How did that scare you?" Well, it wasn't the movie itself. It's what happened in my head.
Yes.
Yeah. Of course.
Sure.
But the movie's crap.
The movie is crap. It is.
You know, this is so funny. It's so funny to compare what I'm afraid of, what you are afraid of, and what the other party thinks it's crap. So it's just.
I don't get scared by horror movies. That's the problem. I remember seeing the film by Eli Roth and Quentin Tarantino, the Hostel. I saw it in the cinema and I laughed throughout the whole film.
Yeah. That's what I do. Jeepers Creepers, I just busted out laughing through the whole thing.
That film is hilarious, to be fair.
The monster is so fake. It's just...
But a strange thing just occurred to me, and when I was just thinking about it, put me with someone in the room watching a horror movie. This rarely happens. Once in a lifetime or two tries a lifetime, something like that. Put me with someone more scared in a room watching horror movies, and I am not scared.
Right.
With a friend, she was shaking, and I was just like, I have to go to the bathroom. Don't leave me. She went down in her own house with me.
Oh my goodness.
To the bathroom, and she was just like, "Are you still in there?" "Yes, I'm still in there." And I had no problems.
Did she ask you to stay the night so you could keep her safe?
Yeah, something like that. And she was so afraid. I stayed there overnight at Woodland, but I had to after that. Either way, probably.
Yeah,
but it's just
you walked out of the door, you probably would have been shaking with fear, going, "What's going on?"
And I was just like, just screaming. No, but this is something I have no idea. So weird. And since my boyfriend is not afraid or hides it very well, I don't know.
Clearly,
it's just me freaking out for probably.
Look, imagine if both of you were freaking out at the same time. Someone's got to stay strong, and he clearly takes
really.
It's time for Jen to man up. Like, no idea. That would be actually fun. But and to close it from my side, you can discuss it, of course. But I got scared the shit out of Dahlia Hawthorne in Phoenix Wright.
Oh yeah, she is creepy.
That is creepy. That
woman. Oh my god, she is the worst kind of person in those kinds of games.
Not gonna lie, I'm having goosebumps right now just thinking about her, but I'm somehow obsessed with her because she is somehow so much cooler than her sister. Yeah. But still,
the thing is that she is a psycho, but she is so cool.
Yeah. And that's the strange and terrifying part about it. You are so they wanted you to be like, she is cool.
There's
Holy
no
shit.
way she could ever commit this murder.
Yeah. And then she's just like going full on psycho on you, and you still like her.
Yeah, it's the bit at the end when you finally deduce that she is the one that killed her sister, and it's like, oh my god, like she goes ham. She goes so ham.
Yes, and the thing is, the game wanted you to do that. All the people in the game are actually feeling like you, and you are one of them. And they made you do it. Just with text and good writing.
Good animation as well on the facial features as well.
Yes.
The other one as well in Phoenix Wright 1 was the second case with the wiretap, and the secretary, and I can't remember her name. Jesus.
April.
That's the one. She is scary as hell.
Yes, that's right. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
She is.
When she's just like, you think you're so hard.
It's funny. Good stuff.
Very good. Very good.
Anyway, so we'll move on to May, because there's not a lot in May. Because
speaking of April, May.
There we go.
Look at
Very
that
good.
Segue.
We need you here regularly, because you pick up on the segues that we intentionally do all the time, of course.
I guess so.
So, in May, we have got Marvel's Avengers.
Yeah,
everybody's there.
Everybody's excited about it.
Yeah,
I am not.
Did you play the demo?
No, I didn't get the chance.
Okay. I know it was available, but
2.5 hour wait after half an hour of the stage show being open. No, thank you.
No,
not for me.
Totally worth it.
I have never liked the Avengers. Not in the comic books, not in the movies.
No.
Yeah.
How dare you?
No, that's
I'm joking. It's fine.
Yeah.
Most people seem to forget that, Hank Pym was part of the Avengers and had to be kicked out of there for spousal abuse.
Yep, exactly. Well, see, oh crap, here I go. It's that, the Avengers are called Earth's mightiest heroes, and in the book, or in the comic series, they're, everyone's like, oh, they're heroes, oh, they're so great. But then they make them some of the most flawed people ever. Tony Stark is an alcoholic. Hank Pym is a wife abuser, and then there's like all kinds of affairs and all kinds of stuff goes on.
Yep, and they sent Hulk into outer space because they were worried about what he would do if he ever lost control.
That's right. They did that as well. And then you've got the X-Men. Now, of course, I'm speaking in the Marvel universe, not in real life. The X-Men are hated and feared, and they're some of the most good-hearted, shining mutants that just want to save the world. And everyone hates them. Yep. And everyone loves the Avengers. And that's probably done on purpose, but I have never got on the Avengers. Now, okay. Having said that, that Cyclops, Scott Summers himself, is a terrible, absolute, horrible person. Yeah,
he's a terrible person.
He is absolutely terrible. He should join the Avengers.
well, in the films, that can now happen now with the Fox merger.
Yeah, that's true. I am going to be interested.
Yeah.
I've never liked any of the. I did like the. But I was very young, and I was just excited to see them come to life.
Yeah.
And so that was probably more childlike wonder than anything. Although I hated what they did with Storm. Yeah, and I also hated what they. But everything since then has been crap. So
okay,
I just don't like. I don't know, and so it comes back to the even when it comes to video games, the Avengers. The only one I liked was the one that Capcom did, which was the Marvel versus Capcom.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
I like that series.
The only one of the very few that I have enjoyed was obviously Capcom doing quite a lot of the Avengers stuff was X-Men versus Street Fighter.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I first played that in an Atari, in a cabinet.
Yeah, me too.
Arcade cabinet. Yeah, and I was so thrilled.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so cool. This is the future.
Me too. I'm going to tell you something here that will annoy a lot of people I know.
Okay.
They have a cabinet of it sitting in a shop in my local town, and I've been trying to buy it off them for years.
Oh, you need
They will not sell it. They will not sell it for love nor money. They do not want to get rid of it.
Oh.
They know the value. That's why.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Devils.
They've got four Daytona USA cabinets as well with the
Oh gosh.
And I
oh my gosh.
Too, but,
yes.
You know.
Oh. I wasted a lot of money on that game.
Me too. But the only problem with the X-Men vs Street Fighter cabinet is that it's got a baseball bat rather than the circular stick.
Oh yes. Let me say something American,
right,
which I did not learn until I got here. So, we always had the Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtles.
Yeah.
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yep.
Yeah. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You guys called them something different.
Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, because we actually banned the word ninja.
Yes. and I still can't believe this. Is it Michelangelo's weapons that were taken away?
Yep. Yeah, they were. They did it in the comics, the cartoons, the games, everything. Over here, they couldn't have them at all. In fact, they even censored the movie because of it.
What? I didn't know about the movie being...
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they censored the movie.
So, Michelangelo's nunchucks.
Yep.
Nunchucks.
Which is why there's a scene, either in the first or the second one, where he's actually doing nunchucks with a piece of meat. Because they couldn't actually show the proper nunchucks. Yeah, I know, it's so stupid.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I know, it's so dumb.
So as an American, that completely took me by surprise when I got over here. I was just like, what?
Yeah, that's why we didn't have the Bruce Lee film Enter the Dragon for a long time.
Which is just insane. It's a fabulous movie.
Amazing.
I don't understand.
Amazing. But yeah, we never got it for a while because of the nunchucks.
So awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. It's just I didn't know about it, but
yeah, it's stupid. Utterly ridiculous. So anyway, I'm going to run through a list of games that we've got coming up in the next year because some of these haven't got release dates. So Deadly Premonition 2.
Which will be interesting. That will be that will be interesting. I do. Let's play.
Yeah, I have heard that Deadly Premonition is not a very good game.
Oh, it's good in a very strange,
in a very crap way.
It's so awkward.
It is.
It's turning into a classic.
Okay, it is one of those cult favorites for how bad it is.
Yeah, okay. And the developer is so nice. He's so cute.
Okay.
And he makes the strangest games ever. Have you ever heard of D4 for Xbox?
D4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have.
Dark Dreams Don't Die.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Oh my god.
No, I love it. So. And I'm heartbroken that it won't get continued. It's so weird. It's so weird.
Why won't it get re-released?
I'm not really sure about it. I think it didn't sold well enough.
Oh, okay.
Because and if you have played it, you know why. Because it's very Japanese.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's so good. And I love it. It's so random. It's so good. Okay. It's so strange.
Cool.
You have to try it out. I think it was, and that's why I actually know it. It was included in Game Pass.
Oh, wow.
So, the first episode was, I think. And
cool. I might have to check that out then.
Yeah. It's so bizarre. Okay. It's awesome.
Now, for some reason, I never thought I'd be mentioning this game as a release date again. The Outer Worlds.
Oh, that's insane.
Switch version.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Oh,
yeah, so that's due out at some point this year.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Then My review won't be too late.
No, it's fine. And maybe you need to get the review copy for the Switch version and see what differs.
Yes!
Ah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll give it another year.
Yeah.
Look, I can't say anything. I'm sitting on reviews at the moment. I should have put
I know.
It's terrible.
I know.
Okay, so looking through this list, we've got Metro Exodus DLC, which...
You know what I'm dying for. Hurry up.
Okay, No More Heroes 3 for the Switch.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oddworld Soulstorm.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I'm skirting around this for a reason. We've got a couple of Yakuza games coming out, remastered ones, so I think 4 or 5 are coming out, but we've also got Like a Dragon.
Yeah, that'll be good, for real.
It will be. I'm looking forward to playing through all of those on Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
Psychonauts 2, apparently.
Yeah, cool.
Interesting.
I like Psychonauts. I do like Psychonauts.
Yeah. Microsoft Flight Simulator.
God. Oh my gosh. Yay!
I've heard good things about Flight Simulator.
But no, they have a very strong community.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. All the farm simulating games and something like that.
Oh my gosh.
Farming Simulator is hilarious.
Yeah.
For me, it was all about Train Simulator.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm joking there, really. Yeah. Like, there was actually a point where I did play one of the Train Simulator games, and I used to be able to go past my friend's old house because he used to live next to the train station, and you could see it in the game.
Oh no, that's
funny.
Fun. That's really cool.
Yeah. Okay, so Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep. Okay, we'll
now,
get to...
honestly, I love the Lego games.
Yeah,
I love what they
fun.
did in Star Wars. I love the Indiana Jones ones.
Yeah, they are fun. They're very good.
Yeah.
Okay, Kylie, I've got one here for you. This is the one you're waiting for. Elder Scrolls Blades for Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, that's great too.
Microtransaction, the game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's exactly what that will be.
Yep.
100%. Yeah.
I know exactly what you're waiting for. I'm doing this on purpose because
I know you are.
Okay, I'll get to that one now. Halo Infinite.
Yes! Yes in all the world. That is my most anticipated game. 2020. It better come.
Can I make a prediction here?
Yes.
I might offend you. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Try
me wrong, but
from what I've heard about Infinite, there might be microtransactions involved in that game.
No.
So I think, and I'm going to go out on a limb here, 343 have pretty much ruined Halo. So this one's not going to be very good.
Well, I don't disagree. They have done some terrible storytelling with the last few.
Yep.
But I read that Microsoft, of course, learned from their mistakes.
Of course.
And I'm fingers crossed, please, that they got the new writers in to kind of put everything back on track.
Let's hope so.
Let's hope so. I will say this. When the trailer for Halo 5, I was not excited. And then I played the non-existent game, and it was terrible.
What game are we talking about?
I don't remember. Did I say a game? It was terrible, and it does not exist.
No.
But the trailer for Halo Infinite came out.
Yeah, that did.
I was excited as I was when Halo 3 came out, which was like my primo excitement level for a game.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed. I really want, and it seems that they've centered it back on Master Chief and Cortana, their relationship, which is the way it's been about that. All the novels are about that.
Of course.
It's how they relate to one another as her being AI and him being the human. But is he human? Is he more machine? Oh, I just love it so much.
Yeah. Now,
so I hope it gets back on track.
Okay. I really hope so as well. For your sake, and two, for the sake of all those Halo fans out there who have been unfairly treated since Bungie departed.
Yeah, it was like, I remember that Bungie was leaving. I literally was crushed. It was like someone had just punched me in the chest. I was like, no! And then they came out with Destiny, and it was terrible. I was like...
That might infuriate a fair few people. I know. Look, we're not past controversial points here, clearly.
Oh, wait, yeah. And hey, it's just an opinion.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I'm offended.
You know how you're wrong about lots of things.
I can admit that. I'm wrong about everything.
No, I very often have differing opinions from the mainstream. But my fingers are crossed. I really want Halo Infinite to do well.
I do as well, because I want a good Halo game again.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'd love to see the multiplayer get strong again.
Yep, especially split screen.
Yeah. But they introduced some elements in 5, I think, and Reach that I just don't. They just don't do it for me. I don't know. Let's just hope it. I hope it. Yeah, it does well.
I think the additional powers in Reach, whilst cool, were a bit much.
Yeah.
Like the jetpack and.
The jetpack is my main one that I'm. It's so. It's one of those things. It's kind of like Star Wars did with the prequels, in that the prequels are made later, but they're supposed to have taken place earlier, and they have more advanced technology without an explanation.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense. So why would they lose all these abilities in between Reach and Halo 1? And
exactly.
Halo 3? Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, especially when there's a canon already established through the novel.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Let's just hope they get it back on track.
Fine. Well, I've got a couple more games before we wrap this section off.
Sure.
And I think these are probably... Well, for me, one of them's probably going to be the biggest game of the year for a lot of people. And one of the games is probably my most anticipated game of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one is The Last of Us Part 2.
Yes. I am very looking forward to that.
I will play it, but I have no excitement for it.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it because you didn't like the first one?
I didn't play the first one.
You were bad?
Yeah, I know. I'm a terrible person for never playing it.
It's a very cinematic, great story. Not the strongest game as far as gameplay.
That's what I'd heard when it was out on the PS3. A lot of the gun mechanics were a little off, so that kind of put me off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's not strong.
From what I've heard narratively, and as someone who loves a good narrative structure, I'm surprised I haven't played this yet.
I'm very surprised. But why do you feel you're not excited for it?
Because I have no affiliation to the series. Because I don't know who these characters are really, without ever hearing things. You
need to go play it now.
Yeah. Look, do you own it on PS4?
Yes.
Send it to me and I'll play it then.
Okay, I will try.
Done deal. I'll get excited before the second one comes out then.
Yes, you need to. Absolutely.
Yeah, fine. I will do that. You have my address, so send it away.
I do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for that Christmas package, by the way. That was brilliant.
No worries. Little rapid reviews merch.
Yes, that was good. So yeah, I just have no affiliation to the series at this present time, so that's why I'm not overly excited for it. But I'm glad it is something that people are really excited about. I do love Naughty Dog. I think they're a great studio and they make some incredible games, so I'm looking forward to it from that respect.
Yeah, absolutely.
What about you, Jen? Are you excited? Are you hype?
I have the same reason not to be as you, because
okay.
And this is something I don't talk about much, but if you follow me on Twitter a little bit, you could maybe figure that out. I don't own a PlayStation 4.
Okay. There is nothing wrong with that at all, though.
No, not at all. Yeah.
No, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But you're going to have to wait a while for Final Fantasy VII Remake then.
And Death Stranding. That's why I muted it.
Oh, right.
Because I was, and this is something that I don't stretch a lot on Twitter as well. I love Norman Reedus. And I was a bigger fan in the past of him, but I still do love him.
Okay.
And I actually met him in person because I went to the Walker Stalker Con for The Walking Dead.
That is the worst name convention of all time, though. That gives us the real wrong impressions.
Yes, and I'm always not just, when I was actually about it, because I didn't do much, I was just like, I was at a convention and then it was like the Walker Stalker. It's just like, it's.
I can imagine that gets a little bit weird.
Yeah, you had to explain yourself either way, even with or without mentioning the name. So just save you some trouble and just don't mention the name.
Yeah, makes sense.
I don't own a PlayStation 4, but the bizarre and funny, charming, whatever you want to call it, thing is I'm starting to buy PlayStation 4 games.
Is that ready for PlayStation 5?
You're prepping yourself,
Yeah, that's
exactly.
I'm doing the same thing with
I was going to say, I get
games.
That.
See?
Yep. I get that. I totally get that.
So if I see something, in a sale or unlimited run games,
of course.
Yeah. So, for example, I pre-ordered Gris for PlayStation 4. So,
Nice.
Well, I would highly recommend, if you like, The Last of Us, if you like narrative-driven games.
Yeah.
Again, it's not a strong game, as in game playing, but it's a great story. That is.
Yeah.
Cool.
I figured as much as hearing about a game that would be for me, but because I don't own the console, I never had a chance to experience what it's all about. And plus, too much hype. So
I completely get that. That game has been hyped to all hell. So
wow,
it has. It has.
Be able to live up to expectations.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh, what are you doing? You're hyping it too much, and you won't be able to.
Yeah.
Okay. I do get that.
Yeah, but
yeah,
I'm looking forward for it when I actually can experience it.
Yeah. So. Okay. Well, when Kylie sends that copy over, I'll be excited to play
there you go.
Okay. So I've got one more game to mention, and I'm not sure if either of you know too much about it.
Okay.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh yeah. That's 2 years.
It's
couple of years.
Yeah. If you don't, I don't know much about Sucker Punch as a studio. I think they have released a fair few games, especially over like the PS2 and the PS3 era. But I love samurais. I love the lore of the samurai, so that's why I'm overly hyped for this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, they're the one that did Infamous. But yeah. Yeah.
That wasn't a super exciting game for me, but you could see potential in it. The open.
Yes. World. Yeah, like I like it. Again, not something that tips me over.
No, I think the problem is it was going up against a game called Prototype.
Oh, I remember that.
Prototype, yeah.
That game was trash.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Yeah.
That was around. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. I'm well excited for Ghost of Tsushima. Since the 2018 E3 video package they put out, that game has looked amazing. Like graphically, it looks so good. And I think it was the back end of 2019 we actually did get a small glimpse of the gameplay, and it does look good. I'm excited. So.
I'm excited, probably for close to the same reasons, in that that period of Japan's history is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
and it seems to have captured that.
Oh, perfectly.
As well, and I love samurais. Because I'm a martial arts dork.
Yeah.
The 7 Bushido rules of the samurai was like, I lived and died by that. When
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm excited as well, but I'm not good at it. I know you can't imagine why. I'm a spray and prayer, so
yeah. So I'm hoping that this game, in a narrative sense, evokes a couple of decent samurai movies with with like Shogun Assassin and Zatoichi.
Oh, yes.
Those films are incredible. So I'm really hoping it does capture those the way that they feel about the samurais.
Kurosawa, we need a new Kurosawa.
Yes,
but no, I agree. Because, like, do you remember that stupid movie called The Last Samurai? I think one with Tom Cruise.
What film are we talking about here?
I think it was called The Last Samurai.
Sorry, what?
Oh, okay. Yes, the film doesn't exist because it's terrible.
It's awful. It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen in cinema, and I'm so peeved at myself that I ever went and paid money for it.
Oh, I did too. Because I love samurai.
Yeah.
No, that was so yes, I'm hoping much in your same way. I hope this does kind of kick off the samurai genre again, because I love it so much.
I think it kind of did when we had Sekiro last year.
Yeah, I think that helped. I was going to talk more about that later with our list.
Yeah, of course. But we'll get to those in a minute then, shall we?
Yeah.
Segue nicely into it.
Yeah.
So we got a couple of questions this week. They are good ones, and they've both come from writers again. Thank you, writers. So, which one should we take first? I will take this one from Mike at 2DMike3D on Twitter. So, new year, new games. What's the one game of 2019 that you didn't get the chance to play that you simply must in 2020?
Oh, Mike, honey, one.
Just one.
One. Oh.
Yeah, he has a way of giving us some great questions, but infuriating ones at the same time.
Yeah.
Go on. I have to think like 100 minutes or so.
Okay, I've got mine, and it's only one, and I've mentioned it before. Death Stranding.
Yeah.
Good one. Same.
Well, you two do that.
Yes, and then when I do eventually complete it, I will send it over to you so you can not play it.
Yeah.
You can look at it.
Yeah, I can look at it and go, no.
You can look at normal.
Shake my head and say no. Oh god. I am actually excited for, if y'all play it and then to hear your feedback on it.
Yep.
But I mean, mine is Sekiro. I didn't get to play it. It's also very much a Blood Souls, as they call it, type game. Okay. And that's not my, even though I always say that's not my type of game, but I am an action adventure here.
It is your kind of game.
Yeah, it's exactly my kind of game.
Yeah.
But I have wanted to play that since I saw it.
Yeah, 2019 Game of the Year at the Game Awards.
Yep, sure was. And I was hoping that it would come down in price, and it didn't, because it won that.
You're going to have to wait a little bit for that one, unfortunately.
Exactly. So that one will be one of my 20 games of this year, because it just, I am very interested in that.
Yeah, there were a few other games in 2019 that I was really interested in playing. Death Stranding was obviously the one that I really wanted to play the most. We discussed it obviously on the podcast, how I was going through the FOMO at the time.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I feel like I should mention Fire Emblem Three Houses, because I probably should play that game.
That's exactly my sentiment. We should play that game. That's literally my sentiment, and yet I haven't.
Okay, just as a joke here, 2019 game that I need to play, Little Town Hero.
Oh!
Sorry, Jen.
Yeah. Whatever. Be my guest.
You have to check out Jen's review.
Thank you.
That review was incredible, but it told me everything I needed to know about the game.
Yes, so be sure and check that out.
Yeah.
I want to try Outer Wilds just because calling Outer Worlds Outer Wilds. So.
Yeah, you've made that mistake a few times, as is like
several times.
People. Isn't it on Game Pass?
Outer Wilds?
Yeah.
I don't know. I know Outer Worlds is, but I don't know if Outer Wilds is.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay.
I'll have to play that Game Pass.
Yeah, I was curious about that game as well. It did look very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and No Clip, the people I mentioned before that just games, they just put out a documentary on Outer Wilds and its development, and
nice.
and they're they absolutely love it. So there's got to be a reason.
Yeah, it made quite a lot of the Game of the Year lists from a lot of podcasts I listen to. So
yeah.
Jen, have you got any that you want to mention?
Luigi's Mansion 3.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm the same. I would like to play more of it after what I played at EGX.
Yeah. No, that's always a good standard. Absolutely.
Yeah, there was a game that I was just thinking of. I can't. It's gone. It must not have been that important. It must not have been.
Oh well.
Actually, yeah, that was it. It was most of it did come out in 2019. Was Life is Strange 2?
Oh yeah, Life is Strange. Now that's an interesting. I'm just gonna say genre.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I have mixed feelings, but I mean they're more positive than negative.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
I absolutely love Life is Strange 1 and Before the Storm. Those games are ridiculously good from a narrative structure.
Yeah,
play 2.
Yeah, I've heard that it is quite good, and is a good, strong sequel.
Yeah, I've heard great things.
I've been hesitant only because sometimes when you play a sequel or if you do a movie and watch or something, it kind of can take the shine off of the first one.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, so it's kind of like that's kind of where I'm at. But I have heard good.
Okay, I think we sufficiently answered that one with just more than one.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we clearly changed the question to how we wanted it to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's freedom for you.
That's right.
Freedom isn't free. So we've got this last question comes from Alex at GamerDadJournal on Twitter. So if you could take 2 characters from 2 different games and place them into the storyline of a third game, who would you choose and why?
Wow.
That is a toughie.
Yeah.
Why do
it's a good one.
The worst brain bogglers.
I love it though.
It's good. It's good.
I would take Master Chief.
Of course.
And the Lone Wanderer.
Yes.
Put them in Smash.
Well, 2020 could be the year that Master Chief does come to Smash.
It won't happen, but that would crack me up. I would probably laugh for like 30 minutes straight if they ever do that.
Okay, fine. I'll put something on record here, and Kylie, you can take me up on this. I will pay you £1 if Master Chief doesn't get announced for Smash this year. Yeah, I'm going to eat my words by the end of the year.
Yes, you are. Yep.
Okay, that's a good choice though.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking this is horrible.
Yeah, this is really horrible, and I'm just when I think this is going to be the game, I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
Well,
let me think a little bit more.
How about Cal from Star Wars Jedi Order of the Fallen.
That's an in-joke.
And Pikachu.
Ooh.
In Untitled Goose Game.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay, that's good. That's really good.
Yep.
I love it.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I think I might have one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to pick the Doomslayer from Doom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I want to take Waluigi and plonk them straight down into Death Stranding's world.
Oh yes! Oh.
Imagine Doomslayer being one of the ones that actually has lost their packages and tries to steal them off you. And Waluigi is Norman Reedus.
It's the package.
My goodness.
Oh, that's so funny. That's a good one. That's very good.
Oh no.
We need some animators to animate that.
Let's do
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
Holy carp.
Okay. I was trying to think of some more as well.
That was good.
I was actually, to be honest, I wanted to mention Master Chief in a fighting game, but that's already happened, kind of.
Yeah, well, kind of.
Yeah, Spartan was in DOA 4.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah.
We can do another one.
And it's not like we can cross Street Fighter and Tekken, because they've already done those.
Oh yeah, exactly. Let's see. We could put Kirby
Oh no.
into the Gears of
Oh my goodness. You're basically... So what, you want Kirby to basically be one of the locusts?
That's perfect.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no. Oh no, what's happening here?
Dude, Kirby from Kirby's Yarn Adventure or whatever it is.
Oh no.
Aww. Okay.
Okay, I might have another one for you.
Okay.
Shall we drop... We'll drop Mario.
Mhm.
Okay.
And Fox McCloud.
Oh yes.
And drop them into the Breath of the Wild world.
Oh my gosh.
Imagine Link encountering those two characters in that game. That'd be crazy.
I think Link and Fox would get along.
They probably would.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
I think so too.
I love Fox and Fox.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, me too.
He was the only reason why you should play Starlink.
Yeah, probably.
I've actually heard that. Yeah, that's actually... Yeah.
Yeah, those games are going for about 10 quid at the moment.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I saw something like that.
Yeah.
It's heavily discounted.
Yeah, big time.
Okay. Let's... Oh, man, this is hard to talk.
Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm going actually for... I'm taking 2 characters and drop them into the Phoenix Wright universe.
Of course
Surprise,
you are.
surprise.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm going to make Papyrus from Undertale.
Yes.
Substitute as Maya Fey, even though I love her to death.
Oh,
But he would be the most adorable yet annoying sidekick ever.
He already is.
Yeah, exactly.
He already is, but he would be so funny.
Yep.
And make the goose from Untitled Goose Game
Yep.
the next Dahlia Hawthorne.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, good.
So good.
He's the mastermind. Did good. All the things that's happening and wrong.
Yep. Now,
I've got one more.
Does this... let me just come back to this one.
Sure, yeah.
Does this, by any chance, Jen, come back from the fact that I sent you a meme earlier on last year with Goose? Oh, you did it, didn't you? You were the one who stole this rake. Yep.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, well.
Yep.
Man.
That is a good choice, though.
That is good. That is very good.
Jeez. What's your last one, Kylie?
Okay. Mario and Sonic.
Oh, dear.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
They have to work together in the Tomb Raider universe.
What?
What the hell was that?
Oh, I have another one, which would be probably pretty funny if you took two really severe, stoic and
Yep.
kind of what can you say? Collected, calm, maybe someone like Skull or something, and put them in Overcooked.
Oh wow.
Something like Skull and so not be able to do something, and then just
any of those just very emotional.
Yeah.
That's
put them into Overcooked and just have to make them get to work and cook for other people.
That's great. That would be great.
Okay.
That's so random. So random.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how about Marcus Phoenix and Master Chief replacing Sans and Papyrus?
Yes.
But who's who?
Which one's the funny one?
Which one is the most
would have to be Phoenix. Exactly. Papyrus would be Phoenix, absolutely.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yep, definitely.
That would be good.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed those ones because they are fun.
Yeah.
Those are great.
We liked that very much. More questions like that.
Yep, thank you, Alex. That was a cracker.
Yeah. So, as we wrap up this edition, our first one of the year, first one of the decade, new decade.
Yep.
Yeah. We do want you to join us at several of our locations on the web, which is, you can find us at www.rapidreviewsuk.com.
Yep.
You can find us on Twitter at rapidreviewsuk. Yep. Also at RR Radio Pod. Mm-hmm. And we do have a Facebook page called Rapid Reviews UK.
Woohoo.
I didn't forget it. But where might they find you?
Sorry?
I was saying where...
Yeah. I was just a little bit confused because the audio was...
it cut out.
It did.
Yeah, and I was just like, huh? Is it me? Is it my turn?
I thought it was... She said Jen, but I wasn't sure.
I said Jin, but it probably cut out. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. I was just returning from the bathroom. No. No.
I got you.
We talked about it off the record, guys. You can find me on Twitter at lady_sugarcube. Yeah, don't forget the underscore.
Never forget the underscore. It's important.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Where else?
Where else?
Yeah, well, I'm more or less at Instagram, but it's not gaming related, so I won't quote it here.
Okay.
And you can also find me as a weekly co-host on the Caffeinated Bantercast.
Yes.
Yeah, I would highly recommend it. It's a very, very good podcast.
Yeah, it's a little bit but I think that's what makes it charming.
Yes.
I'd like to tell it so it becomes true eventually.
It is true. I will admit there's a good chemistry between you and the other two.
Thank you.
And it's very relaxed, isn't it? Most of the time, you lot all just kind of
until Rezo talks about Bethesda or Blizzard, and then he's just about to explode and just losing everything. It's just like
That sounds like us.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. So, yeah, but thankfully we have CD Cold Death also there to, kind of chill us down because cold. Haha. But yeah, you can you can find us on. Yeah, I'm always using Anchor to promote it. Anchor.fm caffeinated banter.
Yep.
Without the cast, and over 50 episodes for you to hopefully enjoy.
Yeah, it's been going for just over a year now, hasn't it?
Yes, actually, yeah. I think we started in November 2018.
That's very good.
Yeah,
very good.
Yeah, and that is available on most other services as well.
Yes, you can find it on Anchor, and then you can see into it, Spotify and something like that, of course.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
So, Kylie, where do they find you?
You can find me at Kiley, KLEYTHGR. Yeah, it's just a fun little extra thing where I talk about being autistic.
And World War III.
And World War III. And it's not a at all.
Yeah.
It's kind of a car crash, if you like this sort of thing.
Yeah, it is. But, it is pretty much like watching a car crash from afar. Yeah, it's like super interesting to see, but you don't want to see it.
Exactly. Yeah, we also are going to start a new feature. Right quick. We're going to do a kind of sum up of the reviews that you can find on rapidreviewsuk.com.
Yes.
And this week we've had the Pokemon Shield review, Call of Juarez Gunslinger Switch review, the Park review, Effie, and Assassin's Creed review. So those are all great. You can find all those and several others. At
Town Hero.
Little Town Hero, yes.
I'm sorry.
I think we've actually plugged that in another episode as well.
Yeah.
So it's an important review.
We were.
It wasn't madness. It was the one. It was just like, okay.
It's the only one that I've ever seen that's had a long and a short form.
Yeah, exactly.
It was something different. Yeah,
it was. It was very good.
Yeah, but I would have never thought of it if it were the Rapid Reviews UK style of reviewing. Yeah. So I have my gratitude for that idea to credit to my actually.
Absolutely.
It's good.
Yeah.
But so check out all those incredible reviews that we got up there, and there'll be more in the coming weeks.
Yeah,
absolutely. So, do you want to hit game?
Yes, I do. And to no surprise, I'm going to do a Street Fighter related one.
Oh, of course.
Did you know that Final Fight, the side-scrolling beat-em-up game from Capcom, was originally codenamed Street Fighter 89?
Whoa! Oh, wow!
That is why Cody and Guy are playable characters in quite a lot of Street Fighter games.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes so much sense now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Huh. Very cool.
That's really cool.
Damn you, Capcom.
Well, thanks for joining us. Thank you for joining us every week. Thank you, Jin, to joining us. And
thank you for having me.
And thanks for blocking me after this episode.
You are so welcome.
We hope you have a great week, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.